Okay, traders, so watch this video for Friday, February 16th. Quick reminder, the market is closed on Monday, so 3-day weekend. Just a heads up there. So it might be some light volume tomorrow afternoon going into a 3-day weekend. I would expect that. I said yesterday that the market felt really bullish after that reversal from that morning's pre-market sell-off yesterday. And man, real powerful market. So again, I think this may end up just being a blip on the chart 6 months from now that we'll have to go, well, remember that? But we'll see. Anyway, I really, really like what I'm seeing in the market. Very strong. One quick example. SEDG we had on the watch list because we told you it was gapping, and after hours we saw it. And so the call today, this did not give me a clean setup. Really, it just, takes off out of the gate and so on. And if you watch any of my videos, I like to sit in cash unless and until a trade should work right away, right? So Wayne early on identified a seller at 45 bucks even. You can see how many times, these are 5-minute candles, how many times this hit 45, rolls over, but then kind of comes back up, basically gets there again, but it's staying. But you notice it's putting in higher lows. So then it slowly turns back up here, and I went too far. Right here, Wayne put out another reminder, several in chat, and said, hey, we're getting close to that 45 again. If that seller gets taken out, it's going to be a nice trade. And this is what happens. Now, it's not huge, but it just goes to show that entry and timing is everything, and having a system is everything. There's never any random entries called in our chat room. There's always reasons given, and this was looking for the 45 seller to get taken out, thinking that should probably get us through that 45.45 high from earlier, and maybe a little bit of a, squeeze. It's going to be a really nice daily chart if it does that, and it really did close strong. Okay, so just an excellent call. Timing is everything in the market. So we didn't get involved in this one literally until right there. And then it goes up about $1 without really ever even challenging our entry. So a very nice example. It took patience, waiting, and then then striking at the right time. I love that about what we teach in our course. The entry timing is a huge factor for me, for Wayne, and the way we trade. I don't like taking a trade and being red right away. So and keep in mind, it's not like the only thing I traded all day. We're watching several charts, and I'm just trying to use these watch list videos to give some examples of actual calls and why we call them. Try to include a little education in our videos. Going into tomorrow, my watch list, Fossil, FOSL. You had this big gap up day, then a red day inside of yesterday's range, so we'll see. It goes on watch. ZN, one of the strongest stocks on the planet, had a big 2-day run and a red day. A lot of times you would want it to come back down here between the moving averages. But this thing is so strong, I think it's worth watching after just one red day. Okay, so I want to watch it. SHLD, this is Sears. If you've been in a Sears in the last couple years, this isn't an investment for me. All right, just looking for a trade. But you got to figure there's a ton of shorts in Sears. I think everybody and their mother thinks Sears is probably going bankrupt, which for me would be kind of sad, just because of the nostalgic person inside of me. Would hate to see those things go under, even though last time I was in one, the only people in there were the salesmen, and they were sitting around a card table smoking cigars and playing cards and drinking whiskey, and didn't even look at me twice when I was in there like, hey, can we help you? None of that. So anyway, nice volume today, and I don't know, anyone from the last 2 weeks is under, short is underwater. So sometimes you can get little short covering bounces. As you can see right here, there was a 2-day bounce, really nice bounce back here. So this could be followed up by another day. All right, so it's worth watching. FNJN, really strong move. One red day. Again, I think it needs to come back down some more, but sometimes one red day is enough and they get going again when they're super strong. So that one goes on watch. CHGG had the breakout, inside day, another inside day, so it's coiled. Could also break to the downside, but we're going to watch it for a low-risk upside setup. AQMS, really nice 2-day rally, and now 2 days lower on lower volume. Worth watching for a turn back up. KDMN, really beaten up here after 3 days, but like I said, it's got support here. You have a pretty narrow range today. This is a good candidate for a turn back up tomorrow. Remember, I'm just looking for trades tomorrow. I don't hold any of these overnight. GNC back down into support, closing at its highs today, so that one might give a nice long setup tomorrow. Dry ships, believe it or not, I have on my watch list. I have to zoom in so you can see it, but You hit 4 here the other day on really good volume. Looked like it was just pulling in dry ships and going back down, and the next thing you know, it's right back up close to 4. So this one's worth watching. And lastly, I'm going to watch AMPE, which had this break out of a range on decent volume 3 sessions ago, then an inside day and an inside day. So it's really coiling below 350. If you break through 350, you might take out the high from the high volume day 3 sessions ago, which is 357, and then it's got some room to run. So that's what we're going to be watching, and we'll add some pre-market gappers to the list that we'll build the list in pre-market, and that should give us plenty to watch for a couple good trades tomorrow. All right, have a good night, and we'll see everybody on Friday.